What's happening, everyone? Jason Wright here. George is here with me.
Hey everyone!
Closing out mid-year reset week with something a little more personal. The best investment I made this year, and it wasn't software, it wasn't an ad campaign, it wasn't a tool at all.
Now I'm curious. What was it?
It was hiring someone to take ops off my plate. Not glamorous, no flashy launch, no announcement. Just admitting I was the bottleneck on things that didn't need me and finally paying someone to handle them.
Why does that top the list over everything else you tried this year?
Because everything else I invested in only worked because of that one decision. New offers, new content systems, this show even. None of that would have had room to exist if I was still buried in scheduling, invoicing, and chasing down small operational fires every day.
So it wasn't the flashiest move, but it was the one that made everything else possible?
That's exactly it. We've spent this whole week talking about the gut check, killing zombie projects, planning Q4, training the team on AI. All of that requires something simple underneath it. Time and headspace to actually think. My best investment bought me both.
Was it hard to make that call, handing off control of things you'd always done yourself?
Harder than I expected, honestly. There's this identity thing that creeps in. Like, if I'm not the one doing it, am I even needed? It took me a minute to separate my ego from what actually served the business.
How did you get past that?
I asked myself a version of the question we talked about weeks ago. What's actually irreplaceable about what I do? Answering client emails about scheduling wasn't it. Thinking through strategy, building relationships, making the calls only I could make, that was it. Everything else was just habit, dressed up as necessity.
So the investment freed you up for the irreplaceable part?
That's the whole return on it. Every hour that used to go to ops now goes toward the stuff that actually grows the business or actually matters to me personally. That trade has been worth more than any tool I bought all year combined.
What would you tell someone who's hesitant to make a similar move, whether it's hiring help or handing something off?
Look honestly at what's actually eating your week, the same way we did with the gut check earlier this week. If it's stuff that doesn't require you specifically, the investment usually pays for itself faster than you think. The fear of the expense is almost always bigger than the actual cost.
As we close out the week, what's the one thing you want people to walk away with?
That the highest leverage moves aren't always the shiny ones. Sometimes the best investment is boring. It's not a new AI tool or a clever funnel. It's just finally letting go of something you should have handed off a year ago.
That's a good place to wrap this up and a good way to close out the week.
One quick thing before you go. If your calendar isn't as full as you'd like it to be, the problem usually isn't your marketing. It's your offer. I put together a free one-page checklist for you. It covers 12 things your offer needs before you spend another dime on ads or another 6 months on content. Head over to highticketchecklist.com and grab it. It takes about 2 minutes to score yourself, and you'll know exactly where the leaks are. Thanks for listening.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
See you in the next episode.
Stay curious and stay intentional with AI in your business.